Manners maketh man. Hey everyone, this is Noah of Green Arc Reviews here, back again, and I hope you had a splendid Valentine's Day weekend with the ones you love, and it is time to give you my review of Kingsman, The Secret Service. Now, Kingsman is an adaptation of the graphic novel of the same name by Millar, and it is directed by Matthew Vaughn. Kingsman follows the super secret spy organization that recruits Eggsy, a young street kid who showcases some unbridled potential that intrigues the organization that is set out to stop this global threat that is being led by this evil tech genius. Now, Matthew Vaughn has directed the first Kick-Ass film, which is also a Millar adaptation, and X-Men First Class. Now, these are two films that I thoroughly enjoyed, and following First Class, I was really curious to see what Vaughn's next project would be, knowing he passed on directing Days of Future Past to Bryan Singer, of course. Well, I am happy to say that he has directed a wondrously entertaining and lighthearted tribute to the spy genre. This is quite an entertaining film, I must say. Nowadays, we are currently in the era of intensely serious films in the spy genre. From the Daniel Craig Bond movies to Jason Bourne, this genre has gone through the more, dark, serious, straightforward route. Granted, I've loved Daniel Craig as Bond in all of his movies, even Quantum of Solace, which was quite mediocre, and the Jason Bourne movies are really entertaining, but the days of the more fun spy movies have been long gone for quite some time. Thankfully, Kingsman brings us right back into all of that fun campiness. Now, the incredible accomplishment that this film makes is that while it maintains this upbeat, light-hearted nature that can leave you in stitches at points, it also balances that out with legitimate consequences that keep the danger afloat. Just because this film plays along those classic spy tropes such as the gadgets and the missions, it never, and I mean never, feels like it's a parody of itself, but rather the real deal. Kingsman also benefits from some great performances by its cast. Oscar winner Colin Firth is definitely a highlight in this film, showcasing that he can actually pull off as an action star. Also, Samuel L. Jackson is particularly hilarious as the film's over-the-top antagonist that reminds you just a little bit of the classic James Bond villains. But really, it is the ever-charismatic Taron Egerton in his breakout performance as our protagonist Eggsy, giving him such depth that requires some versatility in just one role. Egerton is for sure to get some more work after this film. I cannot wait to see what he does next. And of course, a great spy film must also feature some wondrous action sequences. And to say that this action in the movie is breathtaking would be a complete understatement. Now, they are sprinkled throughout the film, but there is one particular sequence in this movie that once you see it, you know what exactly I'm talking about, and it is so visceral and raw that it echoes back to the wild, ultra-violent nature that we've seen in films such as Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Volume 1. If there is anything, and I mean anything, that this film just suffers from just a little bit, I feel that it goes on a little too long at about 129 minutes, and I would have liked to have trimmed off just a few more minutes to keep the pacing in this film a bit more perfect, or closer to perfect, Besides that, though, Kingsman is definitely worth your time. If you were to put together the elements from the Sean Connery and Roger Moore 007 eras, the edgy satirical nature of Kick-Ass, and also an unapologetic sense of boldness, you have Kingsman, The Secret Service. Overall, this film earns an 8.5 out of 10. It will sure benefit from word of mouth and become a sleeper hit. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my review of Kingsman, The Secret Service. And if you want to see more videos of mine, you can click that button and subscribe, leave a comment down below, like this video, share this on Facebook and Twitter, any other social media device that you may use. Also, check my Facebook page in the description down below. And I guess that is it. I am Noah of Green Arc Reviews, and I will see you in my next video.